Hello everyone, this is Dr. Mitesh Kala. Welcome to Rough Book, a learning companion.
We are breaking this entire exercise into two parts because it's a very lengthy exercise to be taken in one video. So part 1, sum number 1 to 12, and part 2, 12 onwards. There is a myth. Most of the students are very much scared when the word trigonometry comes. Trust me, it's a very simple topic. You will not have any problems if you pay attention to the videos carefully. So it's my request, these are cash marks. Cash marks matlab 100% question in the exam and easy to pick up the marks. So I want everyone to give me 100% attention right from the beginning, and I will see to it that I make these chapters. These are link of chapters, 4 chapters, one after the other, based on trigonometry, which we are going to pick up, and I will see to it I make this entire trigonometry very simple for you. So I want everyone to give me 100% attention. Rule number 1 in trigonometry, that trigonometry is applicable only in a right angle triangle. If there is no right angle triangle, trigonometry is not possible. That means if there is no right angle triangle, you create one. How will you create? Drop a perpendicular. Simple as that. So let's consider this triangle ABC. If I have taken this triangle ABC, obviously the side opposite to the right angle is your hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is very easy to identify. Now in trigonometry, there are 3 things that you need to have. One is hypotenuse, second is adjacent side, and third is opposite side. In your textbook they have used base and perpendicular. You can use that also. I am more comfortable with adjacent and opposite, so I am using this. So whichever way you are fine, you can do that. Now what do you mean by adjacent and opposite? So if my question is which side is hypotenuse, you will say AC. Which side is adjacent? How many say AB? Okay. And how many say BC? Alright. Now both of you all are correct and both of you all are wrong also, because adjacent and opposite depends upon which angle are you talking about. So I said thumb rule number 1, it is applicable only in a right angle triangle. Thumb rule number 2, trigonometrical ratios are applicable on non-right angle triangles. Non-right angle, matlab right angle, that is B, it cannot be applied. It can be applied only on A and C. So if I am talking about A, then I will say which is my opposite side, BC. It's not AB. But if I am talking about C, then my opposite side is going to be AB. Again, if I am talking about A, the opposite side is BC. But if I am talking about angle C, then the opposite side is AB. So it depends on which angle are we talking about. If I am talking about A, then the opposite is BC and adjacent is AB. Adjacent means the one which is next to it. Now next to it is hypotenuse as well as this. Hypotenuse we are never going to consider, so the only side available is AB. Likewise, if I am talking about C, then the opposite is AB and adjacent is BC and not AC, because that's hypotenuse. Are we very clear about this? Now one main term we are going to learn over here, Osha Chota. Okay, now in this S, here the word S, the alphabet S stands for sine. Okay, C stands for cos and T stands for tan. Now what are these sine, cos and tan? These are some trigonometric ratios: sine, cos, tan, cot, sec and cosec. So in a trigonometry, these are 6 trigonometric ratios which you are expected to know thoroughly. So sine, cos, tan, same sequence, okay? Sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec. Now what is sine? So sine is opposite upon hypotenuse. Can you see the one before and the one after in the word Osha Chota? So opposite side upon hypotenuse. Then what is your cos? So these 3 we finished. Now we come to these 3. So C is cos, A and H. What will be A? Come on, use your common sense. Yeah, adjacent side upon H, hypotenuse. Superb. Come on, go ahead. The next one, tan. So now these 6 are exhausted. Now these 3. So what is O and A? O, superb, opposite side. And what is A? Adjacent side. Very good. Now once you know these three, the remaining three are very simple. You don't even have to learn them. Only the first three we have to remember, and that too we are using this acronym which helps us. Now you have to make a grid over here. First and last, second and second last, and these two. They are all reciprocal to each other. So we call them as reciprocal ratios. So cos and tan are reciprocal. So what will happen? Yes, adjacent upon opposite. Are you getting this? Adjacent side upon opposite side. Likewise, what will happen to sec? Opposite, reciprocal of cos. So hypotenuse upon adjacent side. And the last one, cosec, opposite of sine. So hypotenuse upon opposite side. Yeah, quick recap so that it registers well in our head. The most important keyword is your osha chota. Sine, cos, tan. Sine, cos, tan. Then cot, sec, cosec. Are we clear with these 6? How to remember them? That is osha chota. So S, O and H, opposite hypotenuse. Then C, that is cos, A and H, adjacent hypotenuse. Then T for tan, opposite adjacent. Yeah, are we okay with these 3? Then the remaining 3 are reciprocal to them. So I am making the grid again here. First and the last, second and second last, this and this. Are we clear now with the grid, everybody? So you have hypotenuse, you have adjacent, and you have opposite. These 3 are the most important things in the entire trigonometry. So 2 thumb rules you have to remember. 1, only applicable in right angle triangle. 2, only applicable on non-right angle triangles, not on the right angle triangle. Will you remember these 2 basics? Then the hypotenuse, adjacent, opposite. So hypotenuse, adjacent, opposite, based on that are all these. You will not find anything else apart from these 3 sides. Only these 3 things. How will you remember them? Osha chota. Will you remember this keyword, everyone? Yeah, this will make your entire first exercise solvable for you now. So I want everyone to go ahead with sum number 1. It's very simple. First thumb rule you have to follow while solving the sums is you should know the values of all sides. If any side is missing, apply Pythagoras and get it. So first get AC. Then look at each term. So sin A. So go to your sin A. Whatever the value for sin A, take it up and find your answer. You should take a screenshot of this and put this on the softboard right now. And then go ahead. So whenever you are solving anything, you can look at the softboard, pick up the values, and gradually you will learn them. Or second option, first learn this, pause your video, learn this, look at it 3-4 times and then start. Don't be lazy. If you follow my instructions, I will make this entire exercise very simple. But if you do not follow, it will be tough. So first applying Pythagoras. So in triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degrees. So therefore AB square plus BC square equals AC square. That is Pythagoras theorem. So AB is 3. We know this is answer is 5 because it's a triplet. So I will get AC directly. I am writing as 5. You may write 5 units. You may not write 5 units. It's fine as far as 5 is written. Now that I have got all the sides, now I'll look at each ratio. So first one, sin A. I'm just showing you the first one. Rest all I want you to do it on your own. Okay. So sin osha chota, as per that OSH. So O, S and H. O, S and H. So O is opposite, H is hypotenuse. So try to remember the keyword. So opposite side upon hypotenuse. You can write oppo upon hypo also is fine. So A, just look at A. What is the opposite? Superb, BC. And hypotenuse AC. Now write the values 4 by 5. What was difficult in this? How simple is that? If you know this, if you know this much, you are sorted. So please, I am insisting again and again, take a screenshot, put the picture on the softboard, or learn it well and then start. Okay. Let's look at the second one. Come on, now pause the video, get me all 6 and then we will tally. So cos A, adjacent upon hypotenuse. So A ka adjacent is AB and hypotenuse is AC. So 3 by 5. Third part, cot A. Cot is adjacent upon opposite. So A ka adjacent AB, opposite BC. So that will be 3 by 4. Fourth part, how many? Sec A. Sec A is hypotenuse upon opposite. So A ka hypotenuse AC, opposite BC. 5 by 4. How many got the same? Yeah, cheaters. That means you not pause the video. Finish, pause the video, finish entire and then come back and check. Cheaters, come on, go. Cosec C. Stop laughing. Cosec C is hypo upon adjacent. So hypotenuse is AC and adjacent for C now, okay? Not for A anymore. So C adjacent is BC. So can you see we got both of them same? Why did we get sec and cosec same? It's not because sec and cosec are same. It's because the angle is changed, okay? Last one, 6, tan C. So tan is opposite upon adjacent. So C ka opposite is AB and adjacent is BC. So you have to look at the angle each time, otherwise you will mess up. So C ka opposite 3, adjacent 4. Yeah, how many hands go up? Got the entire sum correct. Entire sum with no mistakes. 4 by 5, 3 by 5, 3 by 4, 5 by 4, 5 by 4 again, and 3 by 4. This one, cosec C, let's revisit this one. Cosec is hypotenuse upon adjacent, correct? Cosec hypotenuse upon opposite. I messed up here. And I messed up here also. No. Hypotenuse upon adjacent. Cosec. Sec, cosec. So both these I have messed up, what? Alright. First sum, I only have messed up. See what lovely mistakes I have done. First I wrote over here opposite for A. And opposite I took it as BC. That's correct. My God, look at the lovely mistakes that I have done. Number 1, I copied this wrong. This should have been C, correct? Then number 2, I did this wrong. This should have been adjacent. And then for C, adjacent is BC. So my answer remains same. If you want, you can write it in mixed fraction also. So that's the first mistake I have done. So one mistake I did this, second mistake I took this wrong. Then for C again, cosec is opposite. I messed this up also. So opposite for C is AB. So AB is how much? 3. So my answer is 1, 2 by 3. See, 2 mistakes. So I straight away lose 1 mark. I'm not deducting or I'm not cutting the video over here just to erase my mistakes. I'm keeping them so that you learn from my mistakes. Yeah. Let's go next. See, the joke is if I do a mistake, I don't get my marks deducted, but you do a mistake, your marks are gone. Sad. Come on, sum number 3, you've been given with the diagram. In the diagram, I can't see this part, I can't see this part in terms of value. First thing, give an alphabet here. So I'm giving D. Now apply Pythagoras in ABD, get this, BDC, get this, and then we will solve all these parts. Okay, come on, hit it. Get these 2 values, come back, we will match that, then we'll go ahead with this. Okay, so in triangle BDA, angle D 90 degrees. So BD square, AD square, AB square, Pythagoras theorem. Now this is simple 3/4, so it's going to be 5, so I'm not wasting time directly. Even you in the exam, if you write 5, no harm. The moment you get the answer, put it over here on the diagram as well. Now the second part, in triangle BDC, angle D 90 again. So BD square plus DC square equals to BC square. So Pythagoras. BD is 4, DC is unknown, and 12. So my DC will be 144 minus 16, 128. So DC becomes root 128. You are expected to get the factors of this and write it in the mixed surd form. So 128, the factors will be 2 into 64, and 64 is 8, which can come out, so 2 stays inside. So I get 8 root 2. Why do I write this way? So whenever I get anything upon anything, I can cancel that part at least. Okay, so that's why I insist you should write it in pure form. Now once you reached here, let's hit with each ratio. So the first one, cos A. Let's make no mistakes. If I do any mistake, no homework for today. Chalo, let's try. So cos A, I am joking, huh? Don't take it serious. So cos A, cos is adjacent upon hypotenuse. So adjacent for A. Adjacent for A is AD and hypotenuse AB. So that is going to be 3 by 5. Alright, come on, hit it each one quickly. The next part, second one, cosec A. So what is cosec? Cosec is hypotenuse upon opposite. Correct? So A ka hypotenuse AB and opposite is BD. So I get it as 5 by 4. Come on, go ahead with the next one. So part 3, that is tan square minus sec. So first let's find tan A and sec A, and then we will substitute the values in that ratio. Okay, so tan A, tan is opposite upon adjacent. So for A the opposite is BD and adjacent is AD. So what do I get? For A, 4 by 3. Sec is hypotenuse upon adjacent. So A ka hypotenuse AB and adjacent AD. So I get it as 5 by 3. Now tan square minus sec is equal to, what is tan? 4 by 3 square. Sec 5 by 3 square. So I get 16 by 9 minus 25 by 9. So that becomes minus 9 by 9 minus 1. So final answer, therefore tan square A minus sec square A is equal to minus 1. Yeah, how many managed to reach there? Super. Let's go ahead. This is sum number 3. Okay, and we finished first one, 3 by 5. This I can write it in mixed form, and the third part is minus 1. Now for the fourth part, sin C. So I will take part 4, sin C. Sin is what? Opposite upon hypotenuse. So I'll have to see what is opposite, what is hypotenuse for C. So for C the opposite is BD and hypotenuse is BC. So BD upon BC, that is 4 by 12, 1 by 3. How many hands go up getting this part correct? 1 by 3. Yeah, let's go for the next part. The next part, sec C. So what is sec? Sec, hypotenuse upon opposite. So hypotenuse we know is AC. I think so. Let me check. C, the hypotenuse is BD. So my bad. This is BD upon opposite. So C ka opposite is BD. Fine. Hypotenuse I wrote BD. What's wrong with me? So hypotenuse for C is BC and opposite is BD. So BC upon BD. BC upon BD. Yeah, I rectified. It's not my mistake. I rectified. So don't get happy. BC by BD. So 12 by 4 becomes 3. And then the last part. How many got this 3? Great job. Come on, let's go for the last part. That is part 6. 1 minute. Sec C. So sec is hypotenuse upon adjacent. See, I rectified again. So hypotenuse upon adjacent. Adjacent is DC. So DC is 8 root 2. So 12 by 8 root 2. So 4 3s are 4 2s are. So I'll get 3 upon 2 root 2. 3 upon 2 root 2. If you want, you can rationalize or leave it. I would prefer you should rationalize. So I'll get 3 root 2 upon 4. And now the last part. This flipping now is confusing me. So the last part says sin square C. No, last part is cot square C. Cot square C minus 1 upon sin square C. So I have found sin C already. but I have not found cot C. So we first find cot C. So cot is adjacent upon opposite. So for C the adjacent is DC, opposite is BD. So DC upon BD. DC is 8 root 2 and BD is 4, correct? So I will get 2 root 2. Now I can pick up the entire expression, cot square C minus 1 upon sin square C. So what is my cot C? 2 root 2 the whole square. And what is sin C? 1 by 3 the whole square. So this will be 2 square 4, 4 into 2 8 minus 1 square is 1, 3 square 9. Denominator goes back to the numerator. So final answer. So I can write therefore cot square C minus 1 upon sin square C is minus 1. How many hands go up? Got this? All parts correct? Yeah. It's not tough. It's just that we have to be more focused. So you got to be completely concentrating while doing a particular sum. Let's hit sum number 4. Already two triangles given. AC and AD is missing. So first apply Pythagoras, get these two. Then we look at all these parts. Okay. I pledge not to do any mistakes here. Let's try. Come on, hit it. In triangle ADB, angle D 90 degrees. So I get AD square, BD square, AB square. Pythagoras theorem. So AD is unknown, BD is 5 and this is 13. We know by triplet I will get AD as 12. So I am not wasting my time. I got AD 12. Applying Pythagoras in the second part. So in triangle ADC, angle D again 90. So I will get 12 square plus 16 square equals AC square. So AC will be 144, 256, 400 ka root 20. Because these are triplets, so I know them, so I can go little fast here. That's why. Let's go now with each of the ratios. So the first one, sin B, opposite hypotenuse. So B opposite AD and hypotenuse AB. So I get 12 by 13. Second part, tan C, opposite adjacent. C opposite is AD and adjacent DC. So 12 by 16, 3 by 4. Part 3, I need sec and tan B. Both are not there. So first let's find sec B. Then we'll find tan B. And then we will substitute to see if the answers are correct. So let's go ahead. So sec B, hypotenuse upon adjacent. I messed up twice with this writing opposite. Now I have learnt. So B, hypotenuse is AB and adjacent is BD. So that becomes 13 by 5. Now I need tan B. So tan B opposite upon adjacent. So opposite for tan B, B opposite becomes AD and adjacent is BD. So I get 12 by 5. Now I am taking this one and substituting in this entire expression the third one. So let me do it here so we are on the same page. So it is sec square minus tan square. So sec is 13 by 5 and tan is 12 by 5. So I get 169 upon 25, 144 upon 25, 25 by 25. So my answer becomes 1. Yeah, that's the third part. How many got this correct? Lovely. Let's go for the last part. Sin C, cos C. Have I find sin C before? No. So I'll have to find both sin C as well as cos C. So sin C opposite upon hypotenuse and cos C adjacent upon hypotenuse. So let's look at the ratios to find out the answers. So for sin C, C opposite AD upon AC. So AD upon AC. So for sin C, AD is 12 and 20. So 12 by 20. 4 3s are 4 5s are. Likewise cos C, DC upon AC 16 by 20. DC upon AC 16 by 20. 4 4s are 4 5s are. Now let's look at the expression sine square plus cos square. So sine square c, cos square c. Sine square is 3 by 5 and cos square is 4 by 5. So I get 9 by 25, 16 by 25, 25 by 25, 1. So therefore sine square c plus cos square c becomes 1. This is a very important expression because this is called as square ratios. So later on when we get into tougher sums in trigonometry in standard 10, this is what we will use directly. Sine square plus cos square equals to 1. Right now don't worry, just solve it normally. Hamne got the entire sum correct? Cool. Let's go to sum number 7. So sum number 7, they just given us this much. This is a classic sum because most of the sums now you will see like this. And even in this exam, we are expecting sums like this only. So let's see how can we go about it. They've not given any diagram either. So we'll create a diagram for ourselves. So I drew a diagram A. Remember A is given. That means A is not a 90 degree. Put anything else as a 90 degree but not A. Okay. Now cos A is 5 by 13. So first let's understand what is cos. Cos is adjacent upon hypo. We know this. So adjacent for A is AB and hypotenuse is AC. We have already got the value. So I can say therefore AB is 5x. I can't directly write 5 because this could be a bigger number reduced to this. Now what has it been reduced by? We don't know. So we are taking it as x. So therefore this becomes 5x and 13x. So AC becomes 13x. So AB is 5x and AC is 13x. Now are we there with the previous sum? Just like that. Apply Pythagoras, get BC and then get whatever you want. So it is exactly like the previous sum now. So the only catch was the diagram was missing, which we got it by ourselves. So now in triangle ABC, let's apply Pythagoras. Angle B 90 degrees. So therefore AB square, BC square, AC square. Pythagoras. So AB is 5x, BC unknown and AC 13x. So I'll get BC square as 169x square and 25x square 144x square. So BC becomes 12x. So we managed to get this 13, 5 and 12. Will you remember this? Now let's see sin A, cot A, tan A. 3 parts I need for the first part. So first one sin A, opposite hypo. So A ka opposite BC, hypotenuse AC, correct? BC by AC. So 12x by 13x, x gets cancelled. In the end you won't have any x's. They will get cancelled automatically, okay? Now cot A, what is cot? Anybody? Yeah, that's correct. Adjacent upon opposite. So for A, adjacent is AB, opposite is BC. So 5x, 12x, 5 by 12. Next, after cot A, the next is tan A. So tan is opposite upon adjacent. So A opposite BC, adjacent AB. So 12x by 5x, 12 by 5. Now that I have got all three, I can substitute in this expression and get it. So sin A minus cot A upon 2 tan A. Sin A minus cot A upon 2 tan A. So what is my sin A? 12 by 13 minus cot A upon tan A. 5 by 12, 12 by 5. So 5 by 12 and the whole thing divided by 2 times 12 by 5. Have I copied it correct? 5 by 12 and 12 by 5. Correct. So let's check now. So I'll have to take LCM here. 144 minus 65 upon 156 divided by 24 upon 5. So here what will be the difference? So that is 9, 8. So 79 by 156 into 5 by 24. Yeah, these are some weird answers. I hope we are on the correct track. 9 5s are 45. 35 plus 4, 39. So I get 395. 395 by 156 into 24. Hey, stop copying. Come on, solve on your own, cheaters. 24 20, so 22, 4, 5, 6, 6 4s are 24, 22, 4, 5, 6, 12, 10 and 1, 11, 2 and 1, 3, so 4, 4, 7, 3, so I get 3, 7, 4, 4 as my answer to this part. And now we are still left with one more part, cot A minus cos A. So have we found cos A? Yes, it's already given. Have we found cot A? Yes, 5 by 12. So we can pick up these two values and substitute in this, cot A minus 1 upon cos A. So second part, cot A minus 1 upon cos A. So what is my cot A? Cot A 5 by 12 minus 1 upon cos A, 5 by 13. So minus 1 upon 5 by 13. So 5 minus 12, 13 by 5. See, denominator goes up. Now the LCM. So 25, 156 by 60. So the difference I will get is 120, 131 is it? Negative 131 by 60 is what we are getting. One second. Huh? Have I copied it correct? Sum number 7. See, my mistake is here. This should be plus. I'm so sorry, I'm doing few errors. So plus, 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 plus. So this will be a total 181 by 60. So I can write 3 times 1 by 60. How many managed to get this correct? 181 by 60. Yeah, that's great. Good job, guys. Good sum. This was from exam point of view again. You want to recap the entire sum? Typical question, any one ratio will be given to you. The moment that ratio is given, draw a triangle, get the values in terms of x, apply Pythagoras, get all three sides. So one ratio is enough for us. Out of 6 ratios, only one ratio given, we are sorted. So before we go ahead, once again just look at this. Opposite hypotenuse, Osha Chota, adjacent hypotenuse, opposite adjacent. By now you must have learned these three. Reciprocal of this is here. Yeah, these two are slightly tricky. We tend to forget, especially me. I'm aging also, no? Don't tell my wife. Huh? Chalo, next, sum number 10. You've been given this. Find the values of this. Similar to what we've done just now. So first draw a triangle. Give it some names A, B, C. Remember, this alphabet should not be a right angle triangle. So 4 times cot A equals 3. What do I do now? Send this 4 down. So I'll get cot A 3 by 4. Now once you got cot A ka value, start applying now the way we did it. Cot A is what? Adjacent upon opposite. So for A, the adjacent is AB and opposite is BC. So 3 by 4. So let AB be 3x and BC be 4x. So AB is 3x and this is 4x. Pythagoras, this will be 5x. We know this much by now. But you'll have to show the steps. Huh? Don't directly write ACB 5x. Okay? So we will say in triangle ABC, angle B 90 degrees. So therefore AB square, BC square, AC square, Pythagoras. So AB is 3x, BC is 4x equals AC, and directly now if you write AC as 5x, that's okay, but at least till here you should show the steps. Now that we got all three, the remaining parts are very simple for us. So first one, sin A, opposite upon adjacent, hypotenuse, good. So AC, no, opposite is BC, sorry, and hypotenuse is AC. So 4x upon 5x, 4 by 5. How many got this correct? Sum number 10. First part, 4 by 5. Let's go for the second part. Sec A. So how will I go about with the sec A? Sec A, I should not mess up hypo upon opposite every time I write, but it is adjacent. Let's remember it well. So hypotenuse AC and adjacent AB. So I get this as 5x and AB is 3x. So 5 by 3. How many got this correct? 5 by 3. I can write it in mixed fraction also. 1, 2 by 3. The third part. Cosec cot. So first let's find cosec. So cosec hypo upon opposite. So hypo for A, AC, and opposite BC. So 5x by 4x, 5 by 4. cot A. Let me find cot A here only. So cot A is what? Adjacent upon opposite. So A ka adjacent AB and opposite BC. So adjacent is 3x and opposite is 4x. So 3 by 4. I'll have to substitute both of this in this equation. Cos x square minus cot square. So cos x square A minus cot square A. So cosec is 5 by 4, 3 by 4. So 5 by 4 square, 3 by 4 square. Can you predict the answer? Super. Those who have said 1, it's correct. So 16 by 16, 1. So therefore I can say cosec square A minus cot square A equals 1. How many got this entire sum correct on their own? How many cheated? Honestly, raise your hands. I can't see you, but still, at least you will have the self-identity that you copied. Come on, last sum for this exercise right now for part 1. Everybody, sum number 12. Come on, hit it. Same type, nothing new. Tan A is given, so we take a triangle first. A, B, C with 90 degree. So tan A, tan is opposite upon adjacent. So what is my opposite, what is my adjacent? Let's work it out. So opposite for A is BC and adjacent is AB. So that becomes 5 by 12. So let BC become 5x and AB become 12x. So 5x, 12x. Come on, tell me what will be this triplet? 13x. Shabash. So now, but don't write direct please. I am repeating this again and again. Show the steps. So therefore 12x square, 5x square equals AC square. So by Pythagoras theorem. So therefore AC, I wrote CA, I'm sorry, but it should be AC 13x. So I managed to get this. Now all things are very simple. We are doing the same things again and again. Nothing new. By the end of the exercise, this is going to be very simple with practice. But you will need honest practice without copying and cheating. So cos A. What is cos? Adjacent upon hypotenuse. So what is adjacent? Cos ka adjacent AB and hypotenuse AC. So the first one 12x by 13x, 12 by 13. How many managed to get this correct? 12 by 13 the first one? Correct. Let's go for the second one. Sin A. So sin A is opposite upon hypotenuse. So A ka opposite BC, hypotenuse AC. So 5x by 13x, 5 by 13. How many got this correct? And now the last one, cos A plus sin A, cos A minus sin A. We already found both. We just have to put that in this particular equation. So let's take the expression third. Cos A plus sin A, cos A minus sin A. What was cos? 5 by 12 by 13, 5 by 13. So 12 by 13 plus 5 by 13 divided by, always use the division sign, don't write upon, otherwise it gets very confusing, minus 5 by 13. Okay, so now 12 plus 5, 17 by 13 divided by 12 minus 5, 7 by 13. So what do I get then? 17 by 13, 13 by 7 getting cancelled because reciprocal. So 17 by 7, 17 2s are 14, 15, 16, 17. So 3 by 7. Am I correct? Good job. Most of you all must have managed this. So homework time. I didn't do any mistake. So let's do it. Exercise 22A. I want you to do your homework sums as sum number 2. Then we did 3, 4 both. Sum number 5 you can try. 7th I did. 8th you can try. 9th you can try. Yeah. And 11 also you can try. 11 there is a clue. You've been given cos A as 0.6. I'm just giving you the start for 11A. Cos A as 0.6. Take it as cos A 6 by 10. So 6 by 10 will become 3 by 5. Now this becomes like your normal sum. Yeah, so this becomes your homework. Whatever sums in the video, obviously you are doing it with me. Stay safe until the next video, guys, and please pray for all of us now. Bye, take care, see you.
Hope you had a lovely mathematics experience with the Rough Book, our learning companion.